about to head out on the first run of this mini 4-week series. Supposed to be a hard session, but last week on Sunday I did a sort of triple day of badminton, swimming, and a nice hike, sort of jog in the peaks, which was a lot of fun. It was a fun day, but my body is a little bit destroyed after that. So instead of doing a speed session, I'm just going to take an easy run today. I'll find another time to do the speed session, probably tomorrow. Again, I really like to listen to my body to make sure that I'm doing those sessions when I feel pretty good, but I know I need to get the kilometers in me this week. So that's why I'm still going out for an easy run. And yeah, we'll just be doing around 5-6K, nice and steady, nice and consistent. All right, let's head out there. It's actually surprisingly warm this morning, which is quite nice. And it's not too dark, so making the most of the mornings while I can. All right, just waiting for my watch to get GPS, and then we'll be on the run. This 4-week block, my focus is on training in heart rate zones, not in paces. In the last 4-week block I did for trying to run a sub 20, everything was about pace. And I think I ended up pushing myself too hard in my workouts. And I don't think it led to real productiveness in the 4 weeks. So I'm going to be focusing on my heart rate, training in zones. Today, easy run, zone 2. So around 145 beats per minute. Well, I'm at 150 now, but running uphill just means I had to slow down. But that's going to be the focus. This week, I'm going to be doing 30K. Next week's 35. And then the final big week will be 40. It's a lot less than I probably should be doing, but it's just 4 weeks. Mini block. Finished up the workout and it was tough. I didn't feel like I wanted to feel. I only ended up doing 4 kilometers in the end. I think if I continued, even if it's just 1 kilometer, it just wouldn't be doing me any good. So I'm glad I came out. 4 kilometers is still 4 kilometers. Took it pretty easy. It was like 6:20 pace per kilometer. Yeah, glad to be out, but man, my body is rough. Not a great start to this 4-week series, but I'm confident it'll improve. Done for the day. Tomorrow, we're getting in that speed session and playing some paddle in the evening, which will be fun. Second workout of the week and the first speed session of the 4-week training. Going to be doing 10 by 400 at around 4-minute pace for the 400 reps with 90-second recovery. Curious to see how hard this is going to be. It's a workout that I was recommended from another YouTube video, and I'm not sure if it will be as hard as I think it will be, but I think it'll be good training and a good way to start this block. Tomorrow, another easy run. Missed parkrun this Saturday. My partner Amaya is not feeling great, so just stayed in, took care of her, and yeah, I think sometimes, although I wanted to go to the parkrun, got to remember what's important. So she's been taking it easy all day, and just as the sun's setting, I'm getting out, doing around 7K today, The idea is to do sub-threshold, so sort of tempo, pacing and heart rate. David in the comments mentioned that for training for a 10K, I should do quite a lot of sub-threshold work. So that's the goal today. Warm up, stay at tempo, 165 heart rate around, and then just take it easy from there. And then tomorrow, first long run of the block. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but I haven't done this much running in a while, so yeah, just gonna get into this run, take it smooth, controlled, and then a little long run tomorrow, and that will end the first week of this 4-week block. It's not long, and it's definitely not what I'd recommend, but I do enjoy training for a goal. All right, not got a lot of light left, so let's start running. The nice part of doing this type of training in Sheffield is that it's easy to get your heart rate up on the hills, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing, keeping it up while I run uphill and trying to push on the downhill so I can keep my heart rate high as well, because it does tend to come down on the downhill. Feeling pretty good so far. I did only have bread and soup about half an hour ago, but feeling good. Just gonna keep going to the end and use as much of the light as possible. Heading out for the first long run of the block. Minimum distance 11K, and today treating myself to some music. So gonna be enjoying some tunes along the way. Not yet decided what I'll listen to, but I'm looking forward to just nice, easy, zone 2, conversational pace, light run to end the week. It's nice to be outdoors. All right, gonna be heading down to the local park, run around there. I think it's slightly flatter than where I live, so always makes for slightly easier running, which is definitely what I want when I'm just trying to run easy. It is busy in the park today. I guess that's what happens when you wake up a bit later on a Sunday. That's why I love the early mornings. Less people, more focus on the running. About 6K in, nice and steady. About 6 more to go. Just walked up a little hill, let my heart rate come down. There's a nice little trail here because the park is busy. It's kind of hard to get in that flow when you've got people all around, you're having to dodge. I think it's fun when you're moving quickly, but for an easy jog, it just makes it a bit tricky. But hopefully it's a little less busy around here, but it is very nice and very green around here, so I like to be on the trails, to be honest. Not the best training for a road 10K, but I enjoy the trails a lot more than the roads. Not feeling the best today, to be honest. My stomach has a strange feeling like it's full but empty at the same time. I think my legs are just tired from going from not that much running to almost double. So yeah, just taking it as easy as possible. It doesn't always feel good, but the music is definitely helping. Just did 9 kilometers, 75% of the way there. Uphill finish on that run. Man, that was pretty tough. Not like mentally, well no, it was mentally tough. Physically, like cardio wise, I felt fine. but my legs felt tired. Could be just from not eating that much, not getting the best sleep. So we'll definitely be having a nap later. Gonna go home, have some lunch. Made some soup yesterday, some carrot and potato soup, so have that with some bread. I'm glad that run is over though, but it did feel good. I'm really enjoying getting back into the running a little bit more. Feels good. That is week 1 completed. I'll see you next week for week 2. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you think my PB will be. If you watch some of my other videos, I'm curious to see what your guess will be. In the end, did 12 kilometers, average pace 6:06 per kilometer. And I did start listening off to some liquid drum and bass, but I think it was a bit too active. So I went back to some classic 90s, old school hip hop, gangster rap style. I do really love Biggie. Just something about the flow, the vibe, just gets you in that mindset to keep going.